everyone, it's me, Dira, 108. Today, I'm going to talk about How to Unschool by Pam Sorooshian. This article was written in 2015 and I took it from www.naturalchild.org. Let's get started. Today, I'm going to talk about three things. The first things is introduction. I'm going to introduce you to Pam Sorooshian and why she writes this article. The second one, How to Unschool by Pam Sorooshian, and the third one is my critical comments and values. Get started. The first one is introduction about Pam Sorooshian. Pam Sorooshian is an academic lecturer who has been studying and teaching about homeschooling and unschooling for 21 years. In this article, she wants to share some pro tips how to unschool children at home. This is how to unschool. In this article, she gives us 13 tips how to unschool children at home. Number 1, give your love generously and criticism sparingly. As a parent, we need to support our children's interests, no matter what is it. We need to be supportive and let them explore on their own. Number 2, provide a rich environment. In traditional school, the learning space is limited only at school. Meanwhile, in unschooling, we as a parent has the chance to provide a rich environment for our children. We can provide them with a supportive environment that can nurture their learning process. Number 3, bring the world to your children and your children to the world. Our children is like a canvas, a blank white canvas, doesn't know about anything. As a parents, we need to guide them and give our explanation when they are exploring on their own. Number 4, surround your child with texts of all kinds and he or she will learn to read. Never push your children to read because no one wants to get forced to do something that they are not interested in. If you want your children to read, you can read in front of them and read for them, but never push or force them to read. Number 5, it doesn't matter when something is learned. It's okay if your children doesn't understand about algebra when she is already 12 years old. There is no standard for age when we need to learn about certain things. Your children can learn about algebra when she is 16 years old or 20 years old. It doesn't matter. It's okay. What is matter is that she wants to keep learning. Number 6, don't worry about how fast or slow they are learning. If your child seems to learn slowly, it's okay because everyone has their own pace in learning and we as a parent just need to believe and support our children. Number 7, think about what is really important and keep that always in the forefront of your interaction with your children. If you want to get respected by your children, you need to respect your children first because you are his or her role model. 8, let kids learn. Just let the kids learn. Don't force or dictate them when to learn or how to learn. Let them learn based on their own way. Number 9, we cannot always fix everything for our kids or save them from every hurt. For example, if your children are falling down or need some help, don't be in rush to help them. Let them approach you first and ask for help. In this way, your children will know the boundaries between you and him or her world. 10. Be sensitive to your child's interest level. This is one of the best things in unschooling. Your children can learn anything based on their interests. We as a parent need to be sensitive and provide them with the learning materials that they are needed. What I mean in the learning materials in here is not only book, but it can be the object or the things. For example, if your children are interested in gardening, don't only provide them with the books about gardening, but also provide them the space to do the gardening. 11. Don't pass on your own fears and hate about learning anything. For example, if you hate maths or biology, don't show it to your child, because your child may like biology and math, and it's okay. You as a parent just need to support them and not to give like a sneak peek or a personal opinion about your own learning experience. 12. Don't try to make kids think. Don't ask your children to think about this or think about that or something like that, because your child know how to think. 13. When you offer a child choices, be sure they are real choices. For example, you ask your children what they want to learn. Is it language or science? And if they say they want to learn language, provide language to them. Don't go back. Don't force them to learn about science, because you have already gifted choices. Now, after we have know about how to unschool, I'm going to share my critical comments. My critical comments, I agree with these 3 ideas. Number 1, it doesn't matter when something is learned. In traditional school, we are learning under the curriculum. We learn kind of in rush because we need to master a lot of things in a short time. It leaves no space for us to ponder and question about our learning. That's why I really agree with the idea of it doesn't matter when something is learned. And second one, don't worry about how fast or slow they are learning. In traditional school, we will have exams on certain period, so we need to be in class when we are learning, and we often compare ourselves to other students, and it's kind of toxic because we don't learn to enrich our knowledge, but we learn because of the number. The last one is the ideas of be sensitive to your child's interest level. In traditional school, they standardize everything. But in homeschooling in unschooling, we can personalize the learning based on the children's interest, and which is really good because no one wants to get forced to do something that they don't like, right? And the values that I get from this article, I've learned the first one that unschooling children at home is not as simple as it seems, because we need to put a lot of trust. We need to believe in our child and provide them with a lot of things. So it's not as simple as it seems. And the second one, unschooling is a collaborative learning methods. It's a collaborative learning methods with the environment, with the neighborhood, with the parents, with the friends. It's a really a big collaborative learning methods. Thank you. That's all about my article about how to unschool. Don't forget to wash your hands, drink water, get enough sleep, and love your